time to check in with CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day, who's also the editor of CoinDesk's The State of Crypto newsletter. Good morning, Nick. So, Russian authorities say they've dismantled ransomware group REvil at the request of the United States. What's going on there?
Good morning. Yeah, so news broke out last week that Russian police officials have arrested, I think, up to 14 different members of the REvil ransomware group, including, they say, perpetrators of the Colonial Pipeline and JBS ransomware attacks last year. If you recall, those were the pretty significant ones. Colonial shut down gas to a number of states because they were unable to distribute fuel, and JBS is a major meat processor, which exacerbated already kind of existing shortages. And so these shutdowns are pretty significant. The officials said that they seized several crypto wallets and cryptocurrency. They didn't say how much in crypto specifically, but overall, several hundred million rubles. So it's pretty interesting. It seems to be maybe a first step, but also kind of just a play to garner goodwill. Not to get into politics, but there's a bit of international tension between the U.S. and Russia right now. So this arrest might just be an effort to try and kind of calm these.
Yeah, I was just going to ask Nick. I mean, we're seeing right now that we're at a pretty dark place right now when it comes to the United States and Russia. Because of what's going on or what could potentially happen in Ukraine. So is this something that was this initiated by the Russians as a way to say, look, let's try to ease our way out of this tension? Because they seem very convinced that something is going to happen on the border with Ukraine. We're not quite sure what it is yet. They're very nervous and we're very nervous. And is this maybe was this initiated by the Russians really, or was it the Americans asking the Russians for help here?
Well, the Russian police authorities say that they did so, at the U.S.'s urging. And the U.S. has urged Russia to take action for months now. So the two interpretations I've seen most, often seem to be either one, this is, a good faith effort by Russia to try and tamp down on some of these tensions and say, hey, we're willing to work with you, with the U.S. Or two, this is an attempt by Russia to just try and get some positive headlines after weeks of, this country is gearing up for war. So, either way, though, taking down a ransomware group by arresting the operators behind it is definitely significant. Ransomware has been a key issue for the U.S., at least, and several other countries over the past year and a half. And, the fact that we are now seeing not just sanctions, but actual arrests and possible trials happening, it's probably going to be more of a signal to other ransomware developers than simply sanctioning crypto exchanges, for example, alone might be able to accomplish.